breakfast, and we have had a wonderful Thursday morning so far. It's such a beautiful day here in Encinitas. So today we are going to practice an Ashtanga Vinyasa, and it's going to be around 75 minutes. And we're going to focus on twists and then some, fun Armbalancing. We're going to come into the funky variations, a little bit of, twists and just fun stuff. As always, when I teach and practice, that everything that I say and do are just suggestions. All right. We always listen to our breaths. We figure out where we are each time we step onto the mat. So the practice is more like a vehicle to take you into that place where you start seeing clarity, maybe get a little bit more calmer. So try to let go of any expectations that you might have of this practice. Just practice for the love of the yoga, and let us see where it takes you, right? If it feels that it's too much, just take a step back, right? And then maybe just enjoy child's pose for those extra breaths instead of, keep on pushing to get into that perfect handstand or whatever it might be. So let's come into Virasana. So you can actually sit onto your heels. You can sit onto two blocks if you like. I'm just going to turn this way. I'm going to use my blocks. If you have a strap, you might want to go and grab that one as well. You can use a scarf, towel, anything. And then take your hands onto the knees. And close your eyes, trying to get your shoulders over your hips. Listen into the breath. You're just tracing the inhale and the exhale. And imagine that space around your heart. How it's calm. That core of you. See if you can expand that energy. It becomes this force field around your physical body. I like to imagine it's almost like a white light. It's calm and quiet. And the world spins around outside this energy field. That's okay. You might already noticing how it's starting to expand. Force field's getting bigger. When you're ready, transition to the practice breath, Ujjayi Pranayama. Sealing the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. Find the light contraction at the back of the throat, keeping the inhale and exhale the same. You're breathing slow, deep breaths. Starting to create that heat from within. Just choosing your breath. And open up your eyes. And this first one, you're just going to interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders open, and then try to draw the hands towards the mat, expanding over the chest. Lift the chin a little bit. Take a deeper breath. 2 more. Last one. And then release. And then if you're sitting up onto the blocks, you can just move it out of the way, but stay onto your heels. And keep your knees pointing straight forward unless you want to take them wide. Walk your hands out into child's pose. Roll the armpits in, forehead down. Keep sending the breath to the back side. One more. And then walk your hands back up. Come up, take a seat. Take the hands behind your fingertips pointing to the back of the mat. Grounding firmly into the hands. Roll the shoulders open, then inhale. Press into the hands and start lifting your hips up. Maybe leaning the head back and breathe. Opening up to the shoulders, the front side. One more breath. Come back, take a seat onto the heels and then rise up. Inhale, bring your arms up and over. Palms together, gaze in and really tuck your ribcage in. Exhale over towards the right. Take your left hand onto the knee, right hand behind you. Sit up tall. Exhale, twist up over the shoulder. Nice and easy twist. One more breath. Inhale, bring your hands back up over your head. Exhale over towards the left. Again, you draw length to the inhale. Exhale, you look over the shoulder. One last. Inhale, come back through center, release your twist. And then just come into all fours, tuck the toes, lift your hips, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You start pedaling your feet out. Just stretching your calves and hamstrings. Maybe lifting one leg if that feels good. And then eventually you find stillness in this down dog. Bring awareness to the hands. Make sure you're spreading the fingers wide. Press into the knuckle of your index finger. Roll your armpits in. And then start moving your heart towards the toes. Look between your legs. You have a long line from your hands to the shoulders to the hips. Lift your kneecaps and breathe. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Coming home. One more. Inhale, lift your heels. And then exhale, roll over onto the right edge of your right foot. And then the inner edge of your left. So the heels are both to the right. And press evenly into both hands. Lifting your hips a little bit higher. So now you get this really nice stretch into the left side body. You might feel it in your hip, radiating down your left leg to the calf. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, heels over towards the left. Same thing. And press evenly into both hands.
Inhale, come back up through center. And now this time, take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Heels are reaching back. Take your right hand to the middle of the mat, a little bit shorter than your regular down dog, and reach your left hand between your hands or between your feet. You can stay there or take your left hand to the right ankle and then start twisting, looking underneath your right armpit and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. And then let go of your ankle. Take your left hand, this time in the middle of the mat, and then reach your right hand between your feet or towards that ankle and start twisting. Look underneath your left arm. 3, 2, and 1. And then make your way back to your regular down dog. Lift your heels and stay high up onto the tippy toes and walk your feet. Slowly, nicely. Stay as long as you can onto the tippy toes. Maybe all the way to the top of the mat. And then exhale, bring your heels down, drop the crown of the head to the floor, belly in, hands to the elbows, and just be heavy here. If you need to have the bending to the knees, go ahead. Sway from side to side. Release your hands down and then roll up. Slowly, nicely. All the way up into Samastiti. So Surya Namaskar, just to listen. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, pause again. Exhale, bow, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet into high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now we breathe. Exhale for 1, belly in. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, step your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm reaches up and over, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands by your side, Samastiti. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift your hips, Adha Mukha. Exhale for 1. Listen to your breath. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, step your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adha Mukha. Exhale for 1. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Inhale, bring your right leg up. And then bend your knees, stack your hip open, and then roll your hip around. And then extend it to the back of the mat, hips are square. Exhale, knee to the chest, come forward, round your upper back. We breathe, press the mat away from your belly in 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Inhale, lift and lengthen, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the chest, step it through, and lower your left knee and the top of the foot down. So Anjaneyasana. Just stay here, check in with the alignment. Try to roll that left hip down as much as you can, and then start lifting. Bring your arms up by the ears. Relax the shoulder gaze up. Good. 2 more. Exhale, hand comes down, shift back for Ardha Hanuman. Half split, fold over the front leg. Belly in. Flex your foot, and if you dig your heel in, and then pull the hip back a little bit more, and then you float the heart forward. Inhale, come back up. Come back into Anjaneyasana. And then sweep your right hand behind you. So you're twisting open. Maybe take the hand down. Left arm up by the ear. And you're twisting, opening up to the shoulder, coming into a little bit of a back bend. We breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down. Tuck the toe, lift the knee, step into high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, one time, knee to the chest, step it through. Runner's lunge, and then step your right foot next to your left. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders open, lift the gaze, exhale, fold. Hand comes up and over the shoulders, look between your legs, open to the shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hands down to the mat, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. And then bend your knees, stack your hip open. And just make a little bit of movements. Extend your foot to the back of the mat, hips are squared. Exhale, knee to the chest, come forward, round your back. We breathe, 5. Press the line away from you, 4. Belly in, so feel your bandhas. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the chest, step it through, lower down into Anjaneyasana. Draw left hip back, shift the hips forwards to start with. And then bring your hands up by the ears, Anjaneyasana. Relax the shoulders, chin away from the chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands down, shift back, Ardha Hanuman. Fold over the leg, dig your heel in, draw the hip back. And then shoulder blades down the back. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, come back forward, come back into Anjaneyasana. Left arm reaches back. Twist it over, try to keep your shoulders over your hip. Take your left hand down your right thigh, right arm up and over, look over the shoulder. Breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, frame your foot, tuck the toe, lift the knee, step into high plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the chest, step it through. And then your left foot next to your right, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back, at the thumb on top, roll your shoulders open, lift your gaze, exhale, fold. Look between your legs for 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands down to the mat. And from here, heel toe your big toes together. Bend your knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Chair pose, sit into the chair, lift your heart. We breathe for 5. Feel the bandhas. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Virabhadrasana, 1. Right foot forward. Spin the back heel down, rise up, 5 breath. Draw your right hip back, rounding into the feet. Legs are strong, 5. Push your palms together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, high plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel down, left foot forward. Inhale takes you up. Virabhadrasana, 1 again. Hips are squared, arms are strong, belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Down dog, feet come down to the forearms. And then press into your hands and forearms. Heels are reaching back. Heart moves towards your toes. Belly in. For 5. Stretch your armpits. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up onto regular down dog. Lift your heels, bend the knees, float your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Come to standing, Samastiti. Breath to movement, bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right foot forward. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come down to down dog. We breathe. 5, 4. Keep reaching the heels back. 3, 2. Just soften into it. And 1. Make your way back up onto your hands. Lift the heels, bend the knees, take your feet forward. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Samastiti. 1 last time, bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left right heel down, left foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your forearms. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Take your knees down to the mat and take a seat onto your heels. So we're going to come back to down dog. And we're going to shorten the dog a little bit. And we're going to try to do about between 3 and 5 tuck-ups, right? So we're going to make like I said, the dog shorter. You can turn again and do this up against the wall if you like, if you're afraid to fall over. The idea is to get your hips stacking over shoulders and hands, right? So we're almost going to come into an Utkatasana, but it's going to be upside down, right? So you either try to hop up and get there, so like I said, 3 to 5 times, or if you come up, you hold it. You try to hold it up for 5 breaths, and then you're going to land with your feet outside your hands and come into a yoga squat malasana. So let's try that. Tuck the toes, lift your hips. Make sure you're breathing. The bandhas are there. The drawing in of the navel, you look between your hands. The gaze needs to be slightly in front of your hands. You bend your knees, and here we go, we try it. Take your feet outside, land in your little malasana squat. Whenever you're ready, take your hands to your heart. Lift the chest and squeeze your knees in. And breathe for 5, opening up into the inner thighs. 4, bandhas. 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands down, lift your hips, and then heel to your feet, hip width apart. These fingers around your big toes, lift and lengthen halfway. Belly in, exhale, fold. Adagustasana. Use your arms to pull the crown of the head down towards the floor, hips over your ankles, chin to the chest for 5. Keep pulling the belly in so you create that space for you to come deeper down into the fold. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And then let go of your hands, heel to your big toes together, bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart, left elbow outside your right knee. So stay here for this first one. We're going to go deeper, all right? Draw that left heel back. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Belly in, twist, look over the shoulder. Sit deeper down, squeeze your thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, shift your weight into your right foot, left heel to the butt, and then step it back, coming into high lunge. Ashtashandrasana twist. Keep your hands where it's at. Reach your left heel back, firm up the quad, and now inhale, lengthening yourself forward, belly in, exhale, twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down. Spin your left back heel down. Rise up. Warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Knees over the ankle. The toe points forward. Pull your heels together. Firm up your tricep for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out your front knee, reach forward, exhale, hinge at your hip, Utthita Trikonasana. Find support for your right hand, lengthening yourself forward, float the top hand up. Legs are strong, so press into the ball of your right foot. Hold the heart forward, walk around the head forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, look down, bending to the right knee. Keep your hands if it's to the inside. Left arm reaches forward. Keep holding the heels together. Snuggle right hip underneath you, but you keep lifting into the thigh. So if you have the tendency to sink down, see if you can lift it up. Engage your legs. Belly in, reach forward. Here we go. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, walk to the long side of the mat, straightening out your right knee, both toes turns in, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale, fold, Prasarita A. Again, you try to get your hips in line with your ankles, lift the kneecaps, chin to chest, we breathe, 5. Feel the bandhas, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands underneath the shoulders, inhale, lift and lengthen. And then exhale, walk your hands to the inside of your right foot, pivot up onto the left, and take your knee down and the top of the foot. And come into lizard pose, so heel to the foot out, the knees in the same direction as your toes. You can stay here. You can use your right hand to move the flesh away, so externally rotate the thigh out. All right, you can come down to the forearms. We're going to stay here for 5. Keep breathing into every sensation, 4. Opening the inner thigh and the other part of the hip, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, and you reach for the top of the foot, getting into the quadriceps. Another 5 breath, just bringing the foot in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then press the foot into the hand, and then roll the shoulder open. Right, so you use your left leg to get the extension. We breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Back up onto your hand, tuck the left toe, and then step your right foot next to your left. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So again, we're going to try those tuck-ups. So if you need to go to the wall, you try 3 to 5 times, or you hold it in that upside down chair pose for about 5 breaths. And then again, we're going to, this time, we're going to land in Balasana, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Right? So we try to tuck the tuck jumps first. And then take your feet down, but keep your feet together. Right? The feet are together, the knees comes out wide. And then you lower yourself down. Right? And you have the feet grounded, and you keep your thigh to the outside of your rib cage. So you can stay here, you can reach forward, or you're going to take your hands like this. So the top of the hand comes down, forehead comes down. That's option 2. Option 3 is to come in and find the connection. This is when the towel or the strap might become handy. My strap is too short. All right, you take 5 breaths wherever you are. And then let it go. Good. Plant your hands, feet are together, and then you straighten it. Take your feet hip width apart. Slide your palms underneath your feet. Padahastasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen belly in. Exhale, fold. Try to slide your hands forward. Hips over your ankles again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Let go of your hands and then heel to your feet together. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hook your right elbow outside your left knee. Now sit down, squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, weight into the right foot, and then bring also your left foot, right heel to the butt. And then from here, slowly you step it back into Parita Ashta Chandrasana. 5, right quad is engaged. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down, spin your back heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana. Again, so you might want to adjust your stance, heel torch alignment, hips underneath your arms out, pull your heels together. 5, 4, feel the bandhas. 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out your front knee, reach forward, exhale, hinge at your hips. Utthita Trikonasana. Right, you find your support. Arm up. 5, 4. Now you're rounding the feet down. 3, 2, and 1. Look down, bend into the left knee. Keep your hands where it's at, or use a block. All right, and again, keep pulling your heels together. Externally rotate your upper arm and breathe. Keep reaching. 4, legs are strong. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, look down. Walk your hands to the long side of the mat. Keep your hands underneath the shoulder. Take the right hand under the heart. And then inhale, left arm reaches up. So you twist the open. Then take your left hand to the low back or to the right thigh. Exhale, drop the head, and then you reach for your ankle. Look between your legs to start, and then exhale, you start twisting. Looking over your left shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release the other side. Left hand under the heart, right arm reaches up. Take the hand onto the low back or to the thigh. Take that left hand towards the ankle. Drop the crown of the head. Start twisting. Look over the shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Then walk your hand to the inside of your left foot. And then take your right knee down, coming into lizard pose. So whatever you did, right, come down to the forearm, rotating the thigh. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee, left hand for the top of the foot and bring it in. We take 5, 4, 3, 2, and
and 1. Press the foot into the hand, roll your shoulder open, another 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let it go. Come back up onto your hand, tuck the right toe, left foot next to your right, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in, breath out. Come back to the Ujjayi breath. And then come back to that space around the heart. And imagine that force field again. Listen to the breath. You take a moment and you check in with your expectations, your ego. Are you at that right spot where you need to be? Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, come forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring arms up and over. Exhale, hands by your side. Samastiti. Step your left foot back. Heel to heel alignment. Hips are straight to the front of the mat. Open up your arms. Exhale, take your hands behind you. You can take your fingertips so you can hold on to the wrists, elbows. Come into this reverse namaste. Wherever you are, you lift your chest and chin. Belly in. Feel the bandhas. Firm up your legs. Exhale, fold Parsvottanasana. For 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Right hand to the hip, left arm up. Exhale, fold. Parita Trikonasana, inside, outside, wherever you prefer it to be. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist. Put that top hand up. 3 more. Good. Last one. Take your hand down, bend into the right knee, move your left hand in front of you, and then pick up that right foot, and then float the top hand up. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Take your hand down. You can come into standing split, or if you want to practice your handstand, you can go ahead. I also realized that we forgot the Hasasana onto the left side, so we're going to do that after this, before we take the second side. All right, so float your feet up, or hands, or standing split. And then take your vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then step your feet between your hands. And then take Hasasana on the other side. Right, so feet together. Is this one? No, we didn't do that actually. I just realized. That's okay. Step forward. Real good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands by your side. You all going, what are you talking about? Right. Don't worry. I think it's coming. It is, yes. We're not there yet. All right, so find your breath. All good. Right foot steps back. Parsvottanasana. Hips are squared, belly in. Open up your arms. Exhale, take your hands behind you again. Into whatever variation you prefer. Roll your shoulders open, belly in. Legs are strong. Exhale, fold. Parsvottanasana. For 5. 4. 3.
2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Left hand to the hip, right arm. Exhale, fold, Parita Trikonasana. Inside, outside, and start twisting open for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, hands to the hip. Take your hand behind you. Inhale, lift that back foot off the mat. Ground into the hand and start twisting, floating top hand up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hand down, so either just standing split, not just standing split, or handstands for 5 breaths. And then vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take that moment. Inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, knee to the chest, step it through. Inhale, rise up, Ashtanga. Then keep your hands here and then start reaching forward and then come into Virabhadrasana. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up. Take the left knee into your chest. Take the right hand to the knee or to the other part of the foot. Then you can extend it out. You can twist open and hold on to the knee. Drop the hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward. Let it go. Hands to the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower your foot down. So take your feet together and then come back in to that. So you're going to take your booty all the way down to your heels. You're going to try, I have really tight calves, but if you can, you will take your feet down. You can also roll up the mat so you get your support. This is where you might want to use your strap. So from here, you're going to see if you can twist over. Option number 1, I'm going to turn this way, is to come into half. So here it is, right? You turn your hand back, right? And you connect your fingers to the back. Or you come into the full version, which is this. So we're going to take it 5 breaths there. All right. Connect your fingertips. Try to keep your heels down. If you can, look over the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let it go. Come back to center for a moment. And then take a seat onto your feet. Take the hands behind you or just by your side. And maybe you can come up. Stretch out your front side. Lift your knees. A couple of breaths. And then lower back down. So we're going to come back onto our feet. So here it comes. I'm going to take Parsvabhakasana, but the funky variation. So you're going to come back to your feet. So I'm going to show you from this way. So we're still going to twist to the left before we even start doing the other side that we just did. So this is just for fun. Right? You come back and you twist here. Right? You're going to bend. So you're going to support this arm, right, with your thigh. Your left arm is going to come down onto your forearm. Do you see how I'm looking? I lean in. It looks more complicated than what it is. You lean in, and then here you are, and then you extend your feet. You can do like I did on the picture. You can split it. But wherever you are, you breathe for 5, 4. I guess this is funky. Dvipada Vinyasa. 2 and 1. And then take your feet back down. All right, and then come to the front and fold for a moment, feet hip width apart. Shake your shoulders. You can swing it back and forth. And then from there, step it back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the chest, step it through, and rise up into Ashtanga just for a moment. So you can keep your hands here, you can swing it behind, and then you come forward into Virabhadrasana. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up, one-legged Tadasana. So either left hand to the knee or to the other part of the foot. You twist and extend. Gaze towards your right thumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your foot down. And again, we're going to lower your feet down. We're going to take it to the left, or to the right, sorry. So here you are, you twist, and again, you can have one arm between your legs and twist that way. Try to keep your heels down. You can use the strap. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let it go. Come onto your seat, to the shins again for a moment. And then maybe you lift up, stretching out the front side. Take a seat. And here we are, we're going to take the funky variation to the right. All right, so you twist again. You plant your hand, your left hand, forearm comes down onto your right side. And you lean in, so you have like your hand and your elbow connect, or like line up. And then you lean in, here you are, whatever you did. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then plant your feet, and then come into a forward fold. And then step it back for Vinyasa. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pigeon pose on the right side, so knee to the chest, shin, thigh, sit bone comes down. So just set yourself up, lift the chest, and exhale, you start folding. Take about 10 breaths here. Opening up into the hip. And then come back up onto your forearms to your hands. Roll onto your right hip and take your left leg out in front of you. So the left leg or shin is going to come parallel to the front of the mat. Right foot comes on top. So I've missed Armbalances, stacking, if you can, your ankles on top of your hip. And try to bring that right knee down, but don't force it. So be mindful of the knee. So if it's lifted, that's fine. Right, you sit up tall, belly in, and maybe you start folding forward. Fire lock moves for 5. Open the hip. 4. 3. 2, and 1. Walk your hands back and then plant your right foot. Bring the left foot closer to the hip. Both are grounded again. So Ardha Matsyendrasana. Left arm lift. Exhale, hook. You sit up tall. Look over the shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back through center and then release your twist. And then we're going to take pigeon on the left side. So just take your shin, thigh, sit bone comes down. About 10 breaths. So set yourself up. Then you can use a block, pillow, anything under that left hip if you need to. Just try to soften into it. But control the breath. Control the space, the calmness. And noticing that the thoughts are starting spiraling into that outside the force field. You can bring it back into that calm place. Inhale, come up, roll onto your left hip and bring your right foot out in front of you. So this time, your right shin comes parallel. You're taking your left foot on top. Stacking your ankles on top of one another. You sit up tall and then you either stay here or you start folding forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then inhale, walk your hands back and come up to your seat. Take your left foot outside, bring your right foot closer to the left hip. Then right hand comes behind left arm up, hook your elbow, sit up tall, exhale, twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release, let it go. So, Pinchamayurasana, you can use, do this up against the wall. You can have a block, and you can put the block between your hands like this onto the mat. This helps you if you have a tendency that your hands want to slide in. Another way to do this is that if you have a block, this is actually a yoga strap. So you put your strap shoulder width. So again, you can do this, you can lace up a rope or anything. So you see how this is now hip width? So this is going to help to stabilize my shoulders. I take my hands down, I tuck my toes, just like we did in down dog B. You lift your hips, maybe you walk your toes closer, you lift your hips, and then you can float your feet up. Five breaths. Keep pressing into the forearms, belly in. And then take your feet down. Take a moment and come in to child's pose. You can try that again, same way. But because it is a funky Armbalance day, right? Because that's what it was advertised for. Right? We're going to take a pincha into the funky variations, a funky pincha. So you're going to start with your right hand onto the forearm. Your left hand is going to be a little bit wider, all right? So if you're unsure, absolutely use the wall for this, right? You're lining up hand with your elbow. You tuck your toe, you lift in, and you will press firmly into that right hand, but as well into the right. And from here, you're going to float it up
And you breathe. And then come down. Right, take a moment. We're going to do that on our other side. And again, you can just take a regular pinch up. You can stay in child's pose and just enjoy. Remember, this is a suggestion to what we can do. Just breathe for a moment. And when you feel ready, left arm, forearm comes down. You're lining up your hand with your elbow, and you are wide, right? So it's something like this. You see how my elbow or my shoulder angles out. You tuck your toes. Here we go. Funky pincher. And then come down and take a child's pose. And then make your way back, downward facing dog. And jump through to a seat. And then lie down onto your back. Coming into the finishing series. So bend your knees. Take your feet close to the hips, hands by your side. Inhale, lift up, shimmy your shoulders, interlace your hands, set the bandha sarvangasana. 5. Press into the ball of your big toe. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And then exhale, come all the way down. Of course, you can take another 3 of those. You can come into supported bridge pose. Maybe you just want to keep your feet straight up, depending on where you are. Or here we go, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Take your hands in line with your ears, and then press up. 5 breaths. Exhale, lower down. Take a moment. Move your hands back maybe an inch. Here we go. Urdhva Dhanurasana number 2. 5 breaths. Put your chin, exhale, lower down. Take a moment. Move your hands back again. And then last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Bring your knees into the chest. Make circles. And circle in the opposite direction. And then come up into a seat. Extend your feet out in front of you. Exhale, fold forward. Paschimottanasana. About 10 breaths.
Everybody's got that chapter of dark and darker day.
And then inhale, come all the way up. And then come into a seat, however that might look like for you. You can be right here, maybe lotus is exactly where you need to be. In that case, right foot to the left hip crease, left foot to the right hip crease. Take your hands onto the knees and connect your fingertips. Ujjayi breath, 10 of them, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more on your own.
She told me time is such a wonderful gift.
And then open up your eyes. So you can stay in lotus here. Take your hands behind you and then roll out onto the knees. And from here, try to sink your hips down. Right, you can stay in lotus or head down. I've got so many books in my way. Reach your hands forward. Right. 4, 3, 2. Everyone, take your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, release. Release your lotus nice and slow. Step back into high plank. Downward facing dog. And jump through to a seat. And lie down onto your back then. Bring your arms to the long side of the body. Feet straight up. Halasana. Hand comes up and over onto your shoulders. Take the hands to the low back. Bring your feet up. Shoulders stand. Armbalances. About 10 breaths on your own. And then bring your feet up over your head. Interlace your hands if you can, if your toes touching the floor. Bring the knuckles to the mat. 5 breaths. Halasana. Exhale, bend your knees to the temples. Turn up your lesson. Take your hands onto the low back. Bring your feet straight up again. And again, make the lotus. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. You can rest your hands onto the knees. Exhale, bring your knees down towards your forehead. Maybe you can wrap your arms around your legs. And let it go.
And if you notice, stay there, roll down onto your back, nice and slow. If you don't notice, extend your feet out long, bring your arms to the long side of the body, and then from there press into the forearms, lift your chest, crown of the head comes down. If you'll notice, hold on to the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of your feet and then lift your head out. If you notice, just release it. Bring your knees to the chest. Arms out wide. Exhale over towards the right. Rounding left shoulder down. Come back through center, then knees over to the left. And we come back to center. Exhale, lift your shoulders, your head, squeeze yourself into a little ball. And then extend your feet out long. Now it's time to let go of the breath, the vibes, the control of the mind. So take a breath in, open mouth, let it go. Back to your natural breath and be still. You're welcome to stay. Moving your fingers and toes. Stretch long. Take the knees to the chest and then make your way into a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest onto your knees. Listen into your breath again. Breathing together. And bring that awareness back to that space around your heart, that force field. And just notice how much bigger it has become. Yeah, this calmness all around you. You have clarity. You see the truth. The right path.
Feel your breath. Slow rhythm. Your hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for moving with me on your mat today and breathing and playing. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of this day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Take care.